Well, here's the distinction that we want to help you to understand. Law of attraction is like the law of gravity in the sense that it isn't sometimes working and sometimes not. It's always responding to vibrations, and it's always managing those vibrations. So it's not sometimes working and sometimes not working. It is always working, and it's always consistent, and therefore it's fairly easy once you understand that, and just through your own deliberate trial and error, so to speak, of figuring out when you're going with the flow of it and when you're not. But the distinction that you're looking for, and we talked about it only briefly at the beginning of this day, is that law of attraction is responding to two specific aspects of you. It's responding to the drum you beat as you think the thoughts you do and say the things you do and observe the things you do. And it's responding to this larger vortex of you, which includes all the things that you've asked for. So when you're thinking in terms of marketing something, you have, long before you even found this product or this subject that you're marketing, you have long before, through the living of life, you've been putting all kinds of things into your vibrational escrow, such as you want to be prosperous and you want to find things that are beneficial for others. In other words, there's a lot of pieces of this vortex that you've been putting in there over a long period of time. So much so that we don't know anyone who could accurately begin to describe and explain exactly what's in their vortex, because they put it in piece by piece. It's been synthesized by source. All of it is now working together, and it's taken this collective form. And so its brilliance and beauty is more magnificent than the sum of the pieces that went into it individually. You see what we're getting at? So here's this vortex that is spinning. So what we want you to understand, and the framework of your question was really very good, that law of attraction is responding to this already. And all cooperative components have been drawn, which means if you have something that you're marketing, and you've been wanting people to find it, wanting people to buy it, and wanting people to have benefit from it, and wanting you to feel benefit of it, and wanting people to find it, and wanting people to buy it, and wanting people to find benefit of it, and wanting people to find benefit of it, and wanting people to find benefit of it. You've been doing this for a long time, and this vortex is really swirling, and this point of attraction is very, very strong. So the question is, are you a cooperative component or not? Because your clients already are. And that's the thing that most don't understand in marketing. They stand outside their vortex and don't see what's already lined up for them, and then they apply the majority of their marketing tactics or techniques from their place of real active awareness of what's not working, which holds them apart from what is working. Isn't that interesting? Where if you can dream the majority of the benefit of the empire that you have built and are building happens before you see any physical evidence of it. And we've been saying that for a long time. The new way of saying that is it's always in the vortex for a while before you get in there and reap the benefit of it. So how long it takes you to begin reaping the benefit of it is not contingent about how many people are out there. They've already been assembled. We're not kidding. It's done. The amount of time it takes for you to begin experiencing the manifestation of it is only about one thing: how long it takes you to get in the vortex. So the flawed premises that we have uncovered here there are a few of them. Most significantly, what you want is already done. It's not missing. You're not in the process of creating it now. It's already been created. This is good. The marketing campaign that you are launching is not to attract the millions to your product. They've already been attracted. The marketing campaign you're launching is to attract you there. And the way you do that is by talking about the beauty of it, talking about how wondrous it is, talking about how good it feels, lining up with it, pretending it's already done. The universe doesn't know if the vibration you offer is because you're imagining it or because you're living it. It just responds to the vibration of it, you see.
Right.
So we tell people, actors and such, that are looking to be chosen for the part, or potential employees who are looking to be chosen for the job, we tell them that you want to don the attitude of you being the one who is checking them out. In other words, I know what I want. Do you match that? But In the, I know what I want, do you match it? There's the potential of holding yourself outside the vortex. I know what I want and it looks like this and it sounds like this and it smells like this. In other words, the scripting, the writing, the talking about what you want, the defining what a successful business means as far as you can see it from where you stand. These are the processes that soothe the vibrational gap and allow you then to be a cooperative component. This is so good for you to hear, for all of you. When you're in the vortex, the more definition you give, the better. When you're not in the vortex, the more definition you give, the worse. We've noticed that sometimes a person will say, well, which is it? Should I just be so laid back that I let the vortex take me? Or should I be specific as I think about what I want? And we say, isn't it really fun to explore contrast and recognize that you have opinions about it? And isn't it fun to define that you don't like that and that you prefer that? Isn't that fun? It's just amazing how many circumstances and events can surround you in answer to all the stuff that you've put there. It gives you a feeling of invincibility. It gives you a feeling of such worthiness. It makes you know that you're center of the universe. It makes you understand your reason for being. You begin to feel your creative genius. You feel, you know that you are fulfilling your reason for being. You know that you're adding to the expansion of all that is. And most of all, you're enjoying it as it moves along. So we think that the missing piece for most people, well, there are a few missing pieces. The first piece that misses for most people is a realization that they are non-physical source at the same time that they are physically focused. Right. The next missing piece for most is that law of attraction is responding to both aspects, and that's what equals the way they feel. The next missing piece is that they can do something about the way they feel no matter what. Mm-hmm. And the next missing piece, and maybe the biggest one of all, is that anything that anybody else does is really not in my control, but what I think about what they do is in my control. I can control my reaction to everything while I cannot control their action. And once you get that down, then you'll be in the vortex, regardless of what's going on out there.